sawhorses out in the street, and the people just, you know, they can't get through, so they might as well come in and watch here a little bit. Selling some hooties.
And Saccone starts with a strike on the left lane.
Wide.
Shame. Sam Coleman's wall of shame. Everybody likes to go out and roll high scores. For the first time in bowling history, we got people coming out to get a 5, 7, 10. And isn't that an odd configuration for Chris Woods?
Yeah, tough way to start the match, Todd. The ball was rolling very, very well. It just went into a roll about a foot too soon, leaving the 4, 7, 6, 8. Now,
I'm glad you could count those pins that way. I don't think I've ever seen this configuration.
There's 2 ways to try to make this. He's going to shoot cross lane, try to slide the 6-pin over, and that's going to do it.
Everybody tell him to shake it off. Shake off that first frame.
Well, you have to, Ty. Once the ball is gone and it's out of your hand, you become a spectator just like everyone else. The results are predetermined. You have to just regroup, go out there and do what you know you can do with that bowling ball. Chris Woods is tough. He will not quit, ever.
Doesn't quit on the left lane. You know, I'd say he's getting a standing ovation, but most of the people here are standing anyway. We got a standing room only crowd today.
After a bad shot on the right lane, Chris Woods comes back with an excellent shot on the left lane. Perfect. 10 pins in the pit.
And here's Saccone with 10 in the pit.
Lock the doors and don't let anybody else in, because I think we're going to see a brawl out there right now, Todd. These 2 guys are going to go at it. There's no dislike between either one of them, but they are tough competitors, and you can just see it. They want it bad. Super, super shot.
Starts off with 3 strikes in a row for Terry Saccone. Chris Woods must be a positive thinker. He told us before the show, yes, he's been on the BPA King of Bowling. Has he ever been the king? He says, not yet.
Today may be the day. Good shot, a little bit too much loft, maybe a little bit too much speed, a ringing 10, 6-pin going right around it. Tough hit to lose in this position. Terry Saccone is not going to let up, and strikes are what you have to produce. Sam Coleman, 30 for Terry Saccone. Chris having a bad start out of the gate, 28, needs to start striking right now to get back in this match.
And he strikes.
There you go.
On that left lane.
Big shot, got to start striking sometime, and it might as well be right here. Excellent shot, ball going out now, going into a super strong roll, rips a 5-pin out of there, 6-pin, taps.
And Terry Saccone is perfect through 4.
King of Bowling, Todd, has been around for a long, long time.
21 years.
1963, and Sam Coleman been the chairman of the BPA tournament committee for 27 years. And he was one of the people responsible for the initiation of the show to begin with.
And we're bowling on his lanes today.
Wow, what a shot.
What a shot to leave 2 pins.
Unbelievable.
Where did they go?
Well, we call that the quick 8, where the ball is just driving so hard, it takes the head pin straight back, throws the 2 up into the air and around the 4-7. Tough break. Good shot. Cross lane for the spare.
And he kicks out the 4-7. Might add that the 46th annual Hamilton Women's City Tournament entries close on March 9th.
Could cut the deficit to 30 pins with a double here, but Chris needs to start striking. Putting some gunk in the ball there. A little rosin so he won't lose the feel for the shot. Getting set. Has got to start striking right now.
Coming back in grand fashion, but still trailing Saccone by 30 pins.
Intense. Chris Woods is a tough competitor. There's no doubt about it. He gets into the game. He really shows his emotion. The adrenaline's pumping right now. He can make a match out of it if he keeps striking, and he's got to do it right here. This lane has not been too kind to him so far. Let's see what happens this frame. What a mixer. What a mixer.
Mix master there.
Let's catch a shot of it. He gets the ball wide, but the incredible turn. Starts coming back, throws the head pin to the wall. Pins are doing a dance everywhere. Head pin, center your screen. Now watch it go to the wall. Comes careening off, throws the 4 into the 5, and then right here,
Trip that 7.
says, get out of here.
Mows him down.
Terry Saccone perfect through 6, but in the 5th frame, leaving the quick 8, which is the 4-7. As I mentioned before, last July, Coleman Lanes put down all new wood. Beautiful establishment. Again on the left lane, a solid 7. Incredible, Todd.
Yeah, you talked about all this new wood here. 3,500 pounds of wood and 5,200 nails in each lane. And there's 24 lanes.
Well, I think the 7 pin was nailed down right there.
One of those nails is sticking up a little bit too much through the wood.
Tough break for Terry Saccone.
But in reality, it makes it more of a game here.
It certainly does.
As Chris Woods has 3 strikes in a row working for him.
Of the 30 games we've had on TV so far this year, 208 is our average. Striking percentage, 52.7. Stats provided by Bavan Hudepohl. There we go.
A 10-pin advantage now for Terry Saccone.
Let's take a look at it. Crucial shot. Trust is a must. Chris Woods, right lane, gets the ball wide again, but that incredible turn throws the head pin to the wall. It's going to do some damage again. Pins dancing around, looking for things to knock down. 10 pins.
In 4 frames, Chris Woods has cut the deficit from 40 pins to 10 pins.
And that's the way you do it. You got to keep striking. Now, he's going to get himself together. The adrenaline is good, but he's got to calm down. Throw one more good shot, and it's all tied up.
It's tied. We are dead even in the 8th frame. And Chris Woods has 5 strikes in a row.
Chris Woods, tough as a $2 steak. I'll tell you what, he is good. Terry Saccone knows that he's got all he can handle, but he's tough too.
And the 4-pin won't go. He's got to try to block out this crowd right now because he knows the crowd is for Woods. And he knows Chris is hot and rolling.
Definitely, definitely. He's tough. Now, on the right lane here, Terry Saccone's been lined up all day. This ball goes into a roll just a hair too soon. 4 remaining.
And he kicks it out.
He is now behind, Todd.
By 1 pin.
Incredible. 8 frames, 8 balls in the pocket. 167 in the 7th.
David,
168 for Chris Woods.
I might add that next week at Coleraine Bowl, we will be on at 11 o'clock in the morning. One time only at 11. The rest of the way, we will be at noon as always, as Terry Saccone leaves the 3-5, the 2-5.
Got the ball in, threw it a little too hard. Ball never had a chance to go into a roll. If Terry Saccone wants to win this game, he must, I mean must, bring back this spare.
And he does. And if Saccone strikes out in the 10th frame, he'll finish with a 235 if Chris Woods can get a strike in the 9th. And then 3 in the 10th, he'll finish with a 258. So Chris Woods has really come from behind, 40 pins down.
He's got the hammer in his hand right now. He can put the game away. Nobody can stop him except himself.
He's getting stronger as we go along. 6 in a row for Chris Woods.
Let's take a look at it here. Look at the eyes. The eyes are so intense. Excellent loft, excellent roll. The ball cutting through the pocket. Nothing has a chance to live through that. Chris Woods with this one right here will put this match on ice.
Getting stronger as he goes along. 7 in a row for Chris Woods.
Let's take a look at it again here, Todd. When he needed it, the coup de grace. Put the guy away, down on his knees, 10 pins in the pit. Nothing. I mean, nothing can live through that. Chris Woods is intense. We're going to have one heck of a match coming up here in the final round.
In a row for Chris Woods. One lesson on never giving up, and that is Chris Woods, after 3 frames, was down 40 pins, and he is coming from behind to win game number 2, and he will advance to our championship game against Phil Evers.
This is what bowling's all about, intense competition.
Finishes with a 258, a standing ovation, and 9 strikes in a row. Chris Woods.
Poor Terry.
Leaving the 10 pin.
That's like a quarterback trying to bark out the signals and he just can't hear them.
Terry wants to roll these and knock them down as fast as he can and take a seat.
Let me get out of here.
Chris Woods, open in the first frame, and then 9 strikes in a row. And Terry says, let's go home. So Terry Saccone finishes with a 221. Chris Woods, a 258. You can hear him cheering here at Coleman Lane's championship game. Coming up after this.